All right, good afternoon. This is the world debut of Big Country Football. This is a 2D20 single roll football game. It is a full sim in that we track every tick. So this is one of the few games that I've Flash Football, of course, you will get the regulation number of snaps. It's a fast action game. Most of my games feature even my Appball Football Simple Solo Express features possession clock. And a lot of my football games that I've designed feature a possession clock. This is a full simulator. This features ticks, so we need to do ticks. So it's 2D20 football game, single roll system, meaning you roll the dice. It tells you the play, it tells you the player, it tells you the yardage, it tells you the defensive player involved, and then it has a secondary defensive roll. So the blue die is an offensive die. It's the OD20. The red die is the DD20, and then the D6 for any requirement on that clock. It uses a static special team ratings for players. So kick return averages, punts, punt averages, interception return averages. And there you have it. So we'll just play it and I'll show you. This is the Appball Football board. I'm using the Appball Football board. My score sheet's right here. I'll be ticking time. I'll be tracking scores. But I am not tracking statistics right now. These are the Big Country cities. These are fictional teams and players. However, I am making the 1985 NFL set. Hopefully I'll be done with that in another week or so. This is the Unionville Stokers. We are playing currently, though, at John Cooper Memorial Stadium. The Coaldale Miners are at home. So we're going to write these in here. So it's going to be Unionville. At Coaldale. Unionville is coached by Wayne Johansson. There is no rating for coaches. All of your key players are rated. So your key offensive contributors have a rating. Your stars on defense have a rating. Your special teamers, your place kicker, and then your defensive interception return. So this is traditional American 11-man football, but you only have the key players rated. The Coal Miners, coached by Jonas Grabowski. So, taking a look at Unionville to give you an idea, Jari Hill is the quarterback. He's a 0-rated quarterback, so he doesn't do much to help himself, but he doesn't hurt the team either. Dennis Melton is the halfback. He is very good, +2. Quincy Reagan is a fullback. He's a +1. This is a running team. However, they have Grant Fellows, +1 receiver, a flanker with 0, Tim Johnson, and Chuck Swanson is a -3 tight end. So this team can run or pass. Their quarterback, though, can't overcome that tight end if that comes up on the charts. Their punter is a 37 average. Punt returner is a 7 average. Their kick returner is a 27 average. So very good kick returner. Nathan Olga, their place kicker, his field goal percentage, the man makes about 55% of his field goals. He is, though, only capable of missing a PAT on one number. Their star defensive lineman, I picked Unionville because they are basically pretty much the best defense rating-wise here. So Unionville, Sean Burns is a -2 DE. So you want pluses for offensive players, you want negatives for defensive players. Joey Carlisle is the linebacking star, -1. And Jimmy Williams is their DB star, +1. Now this +1 and the negative ones, depending on where you roll the offensive play, those things can actually shift. Not necessarily good. I mean, obviously, shifting down for a defensive lineman is going to be more important than shifting up for a DB. So a DB shifting up could also be a good thing, but the DB shifting up in a pass play is a bad thing. So you'll see how it works over the course. So to explain how the game works, offense, right? The defense shifts the actual play call. So if I roll a 10 and it on the 10 it says defensive lineman, I look at the opposing defensive lineman. If he's a -2, I shift down to the 8 for the play. Then the offensive player will shift the defensive number to affect a change upon the play. So there's multiple outcomes. Although there's only 20 outcomes, there's multiple outcomes that can be created from just 20 examples. So you'll see how that works. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll the die. Odd, Unionville will win the coin toss. No. So Cotel is going to actually take the ball. So kickoff for Unionville, and Coldell's actually going to take the ball first. So here we go. The kickoff, and again, we only track snaps from scrimmage. So when I tick the click, I'll tick for field goals, punts, and any runs or passes from scrimmage. So Coldell, automatically in my game, we use static special teams. We make a roll for a fumble or a kick return. So our kick returner is assumed to return it from the goal line, 19 yards. Now we go ahead and make a roll here to see if there's a fumble. Matter of fact, I'll roll both, because if the second die comes up, the secondary number, it could be a touchdown with a touchdown confirmation. It could be a fumble with a recovery confirmation. 2, wow, very close to a fumble. And if it had been a 1, which is a fumble, then the next die would have told me that it was recovered by the offense. Let me double check that. Yeah, 1 to 10 is recovered by the return team. So had he fumbled on a 1, it would have been recovered by the return team. Okay, so blue is offense, red is defense. This is used for any extraneous information that's required, the D6. All right, so Coldell with the ball, and here we go. And we don't have to call any plays or anything. We roll. It tells us the play and the player and the defensive player involved if it comes up. So it is 10. So the offense shows fullback runs for 11 yards. However, the DB is called up. So Coldell has the ball. Unionville's DB is a +1, so we're going to shift this up from a 10 to an 11. Halfback runs for 13 yards. There is no secondary defensive check, so it's a 13-yard run for Gary Plum. 11, 12, 13. Beautiful run for Gary Plum. And already we're down a mark. All right, first down and 10. Great run for Gary Plum. It's going to be 15. Let's go ahead and look at 15. 15 states past the halfback for 1d6 yards. However, linebacker. Unionville's linebacker is a -1, so we don't use this play. 15. The linebacker, what that means is the quarterback gets to the line of scrimmage and he checks off. The linebacker lines up in a situation. The quarterback checks down, and now it's 14. 1-6 breakaway touchdown run. So it looks like he audibles into a draw, 5. 5 is to the halfback, so he audibles into a run to Gary Plum. However, the defense, and this is modified, if it's a 7+, he's cut down. He has no rating to modify that 7+. The defense rolls an 11. He's cut down for only 1d6 yards, 4 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So somebody, the linebacker over here, Carlisle, makes a touchdown saving tackle versus Gary Plum. So you can see now we've had a touchdown run. He gets the linebacker gets around the edge and trips him up. He doesn't go to the house, but it could have been a touchdown run right there. So we've seen the linebacker shift him from a potential pass into a run, which turned into a breakaway, but the defense tripped him up. He could never have been rated high enough to have changed that. If that number was close, his rating could have changed that where he's not tripped up. Okay, it is second down and 6. Second and 6. All right, 17 is the original roll. Pass to the tight end for 9 yards. Linebacker shifts it down. We already know that Unionville's linebacker is a -1, so we go from a 9-yard pass to a tight end. The quarterback sees he's covered. He shifts down to the fullback for 7. However, the fullback is a 0 modifier. The quarterback's a +2, so 16 and up, it's incomplete. 6. It's complete for 7 and a first down. 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful play. The quarterback sees the coverage, dumps it down to the fullback for 7, and the defense can't bat it away. Wow, we've had what, 3? Is that 3, 4 plays? I think it's our 4th play, isn't it? Run again for, yep, no, this is our 4th play. Wow, first down. So far, Coldell looks really good. All right, 13 is the original offensive roll. Fullback runs for a loss of 1 yard. There is no modifier for the defense. Tackle by loss, so we look at die 6. 6, tackle by the DL. So Unionville's Sean Burns makes a tackle for loss. And that is a loss of 1 yard. Second down, and they lose a yard. So the defense doesn't shift that roll. So fullback loses a yard on her dive, and Sean Burns would record a tackle for loss on that. Second down and 11. 5 is the original roll, and 9 will be the defense, 3 will be the D6. 5, quarterback runs for 1d6 yards, but the DL shifts it down 2. 1, 2. It's offense fumbles the ball, and 11 plus the defense recovers. The quarterback's a +2, so 13 plus defense recovers. So he runs, it's going to be a fumbled snap, basically. He recovers it, though. It's 3rd down. Holy cow, that was close. The quarterback fumbles the ball as the DL forces the QB. Ball comes loose. He falls on it, but this would have had to have been because the quarterback is a +2. He adds 2 to the recovery chance for the offense. The defense can't get their hands on the ball. It's 3rd down. So he dodges a fumble bullet there. Does Jake Stillwell. Oh, 19. This is going to be a big pass. I think it's going to be complete, too. 19. Pass to the split end for 15 plus 1d6 yards, DB. Their DB shifts it up 1. Oh, so it shifts it up 1 to a wide open touchdown pass to 1d6. So right now, his coverage was so bad, Jimmy Williams missed the coverage on the split end. He's going to be a wide open, so he double pumps 2. He passes to the split end, so it turns out Jimmy Williams misses the coverage. It's going to be a touchdown pass unless this is 8 or more to incomplete it. It is not touchdown. Stillwell throws a bomb. Coldell, first quarter. That ticks off. Holy cow, what a great play. So Coldell looked pretty good out of the gate there. First quarter, Coldell. The result is a Stillwell. That was 55, 56, 58-yard TD pass to the split end. The split end is Oliver Anders. And our place kicker can miss it. Nope, auto. So it's an automatic PAT. And the current score is Coldell at home. So it's going to be 0-7 Coldell. How about that? Kickoff for Union. Let's roll to see if there's a kick return for a touchdown or a fumble. Tim Johnson's going to have a good return here. No fumble, no kick return, touchdown out to the 27. All right, Unionville gets the ball. This offense is pretty darn good. This defense doesn't do much at all. So Coldell has a good quarterback, a really good quarterback. Not much to say for defense, not much to say in any of their special guys. Matter of fact, Oliver Anders technically reduces the quarterback's incompletion rate there. However, it still was not incompleted on that touchdown pass. Okay, on this side of the ball, we got again, I talked about this, the quarterback not so hot. The running backs are great. One of the receivers is solid, and then their defense is solid. So, all right, Unionville's first play of the game. It's going to be offense 5. Quarterback runs for 1d6. DL shifts it. GL does not shift it. He's not capable. So it's a 1d6 run. We roll that d6 with everything. We automatically know it's 5 yards. So it's a 5-yard run for the quarterback on a keeper. 3, 4, 5. A little RPO action there. Quarterback keeps it. And Unionville, that's a run by Jerry Hill. All right, here we go. It is 14-11. 14 says 1d6 breakaway touchdown run 2. This could be a breakaway touchdown run 4. The fullback, oh my gosh, that's going to be Quincy Reagan. May rip this loose. Breakaway TD run, but he can be cut down on an 11 plus. He's a +1, so 12 plus. He is cut down for 2 yards, 1, 2. So that's the second touchdown breakaway where the defense has made the play. Beautiful. Third down and 3. 3rd and 3. Here we go. Let's see if Unionville can get the first. 3, not good. Low is not good. 7 isn't too hot either. But 4. 3. Offense fumbles the ball. However, quarterback does not adjust this. And it's going to be 7. It's not recovered by the defense, so they get it back, but there is no gain. 4th down as he fumbles a snap from under center or handoff, fumble, something. We don't worry about the yardage on that. It's just a flat turnover chance. 4th down, and they're going to have to punt. Their punt, we roll to see if there's a blocked punt. Ooh, 2. No, there is not. The punt goes 37 yards. 11, 21, 31, and 6. 37 yards. Our punt returner goes 9 back. And no fumble, no return. 6, 7, 8, 9. Beautiful. So look at Coldell at home right now looking good. And we had the play plus the punt. So we're not quite midway through the first quarter. It is 7-0 hometown Colville. Here we go. Let's see what Colville does. Colville goes with 16. That's going to be a good pass play. Pass to the fullback for 7. The linebacker, -1, adjusts it down. It's a pass to the halfback for 1d6 yards. 4-yard completion, just like that. So the linebacker covers the fullback so well that he dinks it the other way for 4 to the halfback. So Gary Plum catches that for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. And you can see how the linebacker coverage forced him to go to the halfback. All right, 10. 10 is going to be an interesting play because this might be an automatic play. 10. Fullback runs for 11 yards. DB adjusts it. +1 up. Uh-oh. Halfback gets 13 yards. That's it. There is no defensive check. 3 and 10. So Gary Plum is having a brilliant day so far, folks. He's caught a couple, and he's had some good runs. Gary Plum for the Coaldale Miners. Beautiful. All right, we're looking at 9 and 5 again. 9 is going to be fullback runs for 8 yards. Linebacker shifts it. Linebacker shifts it down to the halfback for 7 yards, and a 20 will be a stuff for 0. No stuff, so it's down to 7 to the halfback. So again, Gary Plum gets 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. So Gary Plum is chewing up this Unionville defense. 1, not good. That's going to be interception chance. Intercepted on intercepted by DB. The DB adjusts it +1 to 7. To 9. So if this is 9 or more on the red die, it's intercepted. It is not. It's incomplete. 3rd down. So the defensive back, if he's a -2, he would adjust that number down, and it would have been picked off. If he had been a -2, that would have been picked off. But it was not. He's not a great coverage DB. He can cause some trouble in the run game, but he can't cause much trouble in the passing game. And it's 3rd down now. Gary Plum had a couple of plays there, got a first. So it's 3rd down and 3. 14. This could be interesting. 14. Breakaway for a touchdown run. Cut down, though. It's going to be cut down by the defense again. And he gets 4, though, in the first down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, Gary Plum breaks into the open field, but they manage to trip him up before he can get loose and take it to the house. However, Plum producing. Gary Plum producing a first down. Here we go. 17. This is going to be a passing play. Pass to the tight end. Linebacker shifts it down. Pass to the fullback. And it is batted away. Wait, no. Quarterback is +2. 16. 15 is the defense. It's not batted away. Stillwell throws the perfect pass over the outstretched hands of the outside backer. The fullback catches it for 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. What a play. That +2 quarterback avoids the incompleted pass. Outstanding. Holy cow. Coaldale may whoop these guys. 7 and 9. 7 and 19. Halfback runs for 4 yards. The linebacker moves it down 1. Fullback gets the carry. So he audibles, changes from a halfback to a fullback dive, and they plow ahead for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no secondary defensive check on that. And it's a first down. It is a first down. Wow, Coaldale is running well. Their quarterback has completed a couple of passes into tight coverage, including a 58-yard bomb for a touchdown. Remember the name, Stillwell. He will be the best quarterback in the league. And Gary Plum's a 0-rated back, but so far he has dominated this game. 3's not good. 3 and 14. 3 is offense fumbles the ball. 14, quarterback adds 2. 13 is fumbles recovered by the defense. That's it. Ball is taken away. So that'll be the 3rd fumble for these guys, Coaldale. And finally, Unionville comes up with the fumble recovery. They needed that because it was 7-0, and these guys were driving for a field goal chance. So how about that? Unionville gets the ball. They've put the ball on the ground twice. This time, the defense recovers. Unionville trots out onto the field under Coach Wayne Johansson. They have 2 great backs, a pretty good split in, but really they want to get running here. Nope, that's a pass. 16, 3 is the defense, 5 is the D6. 16 says pass to the fullback. Linebacker will actually not adjust this. It's a pass to the fullback with a chance to throw an incompletion. He does not. So it's a 7-yard pass to Quincy Reagan. 2 and 5, 7. 2nd down and 3. So the fullback catches a pass out of the backfield. 2nd and 3. It's going to be 5. This could be good for them. 5. 5 is quarterback runs for 1d6. DL shifts it. Nope, no DL shifts. 1d6 run, 2 yards. So the quarterback keeps it. It's 3rd and 1. So again, Jerry Hill on an RPO keeps the ball for 2 yards. And it is now 3rd and 1. 15. 16 is the D. This could be incomplete. 5. 15 States. Pass to halfback for 1d6 yards. Linebacker adjusts it. Nope, not good enough. So there's no secondary effect. So it is caught for 5 in the first to the halfback. So Dennis Melton, Jerry Hill rolls out, pitches up, and flings it out into the flat to Melton. Melton jukes, picks up 5 yards. The D6 dictated that 5 yards. 1st down, and Unionville finally driving here in the 1st quarter. All right, we're going to roll those dice. 15 is going to be a pass play. 15, pass to the halfback for 26 yards. Linebacker doesn't modify it. Caught again for the halfback for 3 more. So he's picking apart. He's using whatever they give him. This is that traditional take what they give you. They're not covering Dennis Melton out of the backfield. He is a +2 rated back. 11, this could be a good run. 11, halfback runs for 13. The DB, -1, adjusts it down to a fullback dive for 11. So he does step up and save 2 yards, but the fullback still gets 11 yards. 1st down. And again, that is Quincy Reagan getting an 11-yard run for the fullback. 1st down. Unionville driving late in the 1st quarter. 9. This is going to be a good run. 9. Fullback runs for 8. Linebacker adjusts it. No, it doesn't. It's going to be a 15+. The linebacker's a +1. Excuse me, the fullback is a +1, so he avoids getting hit for 0, and he ends up breaking a tackle for 8 yards. Holy cow, that was beautiful. 2nd and 8. So Quincy Reagan, if he didn't have a +1, that would have been a stop for no gain. So that +1 went from a nothing, an 8-yard run, could have been held to a 0 run, but it turns out Quincy breaks that tackle, picks up 8. And folks, it is 2nd and 2. Quincy Reagan and Dennis Melton getting the job done out of the backfield. 5 and 17. Quarterback runs for 1d6. DL does not shift it. He runs for 5. So quarterback keeper again runs for 5 on an RPO. So we're seeing that Jerry Hill is a running quarterback here. And that's going to be a 1st down. And Unionville's driving. We may end up with a 7-7 first quarter here at this rate. 10. 10, 12, and 6. The halfback. A fullback runs for 11. The DB... -1 adjusts it down. It's going to be a fullback run for 8. He is not tripped up, so Quincy Reagan tears through for another 8 yards. 6, 7, and 8. 2nd and 2. So Quincy Reagan, their fullback, is getting the job done for the Unionville Stokers. 8 and 15. 8. Halfback runs for 7. Linebacker shifts it. Nope. It's going to be, he needs a 20 to trip him up. He doesn't get it. It's a 7-yard pitch out to Dennis Melton, 1st down. So now this Unionville running game, again, +2 back, +1 back. This is a running team with a good defense. So Unionville is putting it on. This is the final minute of play in the 1st quarter. Maybe we're going to have a 7-7 first quarter, maybe not. 19, looks like it's going to be a touchdown pass. No, it's going to probably be batted away. 19, this is going to be huge. Pass to the split in for 15 + 6, 21 yards. That would be a touchdown on the button. But DB... -1 shifts it down. He actually goes away from the split in, throws it underneath to the flanker, but a 12+ defense bats it away. 18, boo, incomplete. So it went from a touchdown. The defensive back covered it. He then changes his target, goes across the field, but they batted away. So basically, he took too long to throw that ball to the 2nd man, and it's batted away. 2nd and goal, or 2nd and 10. The final play of the 1st quarter. What a game this has been. And 11 and 19 on the defensive die, too. 11 States. Halfback runs for 13 yards. DB shifts it down. It's going to be a run for the fullback for 11. Holy cow. 1st down and goal at the 10. As Quincy Reagan battles through. And that ends the 1st quarter, folks. It is Unionville nothing. Coaldale 7. And we are going into the 2nd quarter. However, Unionville with a 1st and 10. 1st quarter over. The crowd here roars as their Coaldale Miners have been in a heck of a game so far, and this team has run the ball well. Really good. Unionville with that turnover, and they have marched from the, whatever that was, the 18 all the way down to the 10. 11, here we go. 11. 11 is full. A halfback runs for 13. DB shifts it down. So they got a great run stuffing DB. So when you see a minus DB, they're going to affect both the run game. They can negatively affect the run game, positively affect the pass game. If they're a plus DB, they can hurt your run game, hurt your pass game and help your run game. So it just depends on what number you roll. But 11 minus 1, so 10. Fullback runs for 11 yards, touchdown. So guess who gets it, folks? Quincy Regan punches it in. Second quarter, Unionville, Reagan, who drove them down here with a 10-yard run. Extra point for these guys can be missed on a 20. It's good, P-A-T. It is 7-7, and that was one play. So they almost scored in the first to make it 7-7 first. So right now, folks, it's 7-7, start of the second. And let's go ahead and get that kick return done. Kick returner here is 19 yards. Now we roll to see if there's a fumble or a return for a touchdown. Could have been a fumble. If this had been a 1, or if this had been a 20 and a 1, that's a touchdown. So he's going to get the ball to 19, no fumble. And there we go. Coaldale has the ball for their second or third possession. All right, let's see what Coaldale does against this defense. 8 and 15. So 8 is going to be linebacker. Linebacker adjusted down 1, so 7. It's a 4-yard run for guess who? Gary Plum gets 4. No question. 1, 2, 4. That's an automated play. Right there. Beautiful. So Gary Plum, I haven't been recording stats, but I would be impressed with both running teams so far. 10 and 13. The DB for these guys, +1, just it up. Oh, it's going to be a 13-yard run for Gary Plum. Every time I roll that 10, Unionville's DB is going to hurt him. It goes from an 11-yard run to a 13-yard run, and there it is. That's a first down. And again, Gary Plum with his third 13-yard run today that I can remember anyway. All right, 13. 13 says fullback runs for a loss of 1 yard, tackle for loss. It's going to be the defensive lineman, Sean Burns, with the second tackle for loss. Loss of a yard. So that's 2 tackles for losses for Sean Burns. He is a -2 DL, so it's nice to see that he plays like his reputation. I look at ratings as reputation. That doesn't mean guys are always going to meet their reputation. Well, Sean Burns has done so, including causing 2 fumbles by this team. Here we go, 14. Breakaway touchdown run, however, tripped up, only gets 1. Gary Plum, 1 is actually a breakaway one by the fullback, and he runs for 3. 2, 3. So it's going to be third down. And that was a breakaway run for Danny Jones, the fullback, but the defense with that 11 saved the day. It's awesome. Here we go. It's going to be 7. 7 is a halfback run for 4 yards. Linebacker adjusts it down 1. So it's going to be 6. Fullback runs for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So back-to-back runs for Danny Jones. Won't get enough. And it's going to be fourth down. They will have to punt. Their punter is 43, Fred Banks. Is it blocked? No. 3, 10, 20, 30, 40. Their punt returner goes 7. Does he return it for a fumble or a touchdown? No. So 7-yard return. And they're going to get the ball at the 22-yard line. And Uniondale had a masterful. And remember, field goals, punts, runs, or passes, you still tick a tick. Wow, outstanding. So Unionville gets the ball back after a masterful long drive to end the first quarter. All right, here we go. Unionville with a pass to their 1D6, with a pass to 5. A pass to their fullback, who is a +1. Pass to the fullback. So let's double check this. Pass to the fullback, but their linebacker doesn't modify it. Pass to the fullback for 4. First down, just straight first down. So it's 10-yard pass. First down, that's Quincy Regan making that catch. He has turned out to be a stud. 18 and 5. It's going to be a big pass, maybe, or 15. Pass to the flanker. DB modifies it down 1, so it's going to be so he checks away from the flanker to 9 yards to the tight end. However, he does not have a rating. His tight end's a -3, so subtract 3 from the incompletion rate A 10 plus on this red die is incomplete. Batted away, second down. So the tight end does not help his quarterback there in getting open. It's knocked away. Second and 10. 10. Now remember, over here, that 10 is with Gary Plum is turning into 13-yard gains. But here, let's see what it is. The DB minus down 1. It's an 8-yard run, and they could trip him up, but they don't do it. He's a +1 to that 15, so 16. This needs to be a 16 or better to trip him up. They don't. So Quincy Regan rumbles for 8 yards. So Quincy Regan is turning in to a star. We got Plum on this side at halfback, Quincy Regan over here at fullback, and both guys are lighting it up. All right, Unionville on a 3rd down and 2. They need Quincy to get another one. 19 is going to be a pass play. Pass to the split end. The DB moves it down. It's going to be a pass to the flanker. The flanker is a 0. Quarterback's a 0, so no modifier of this incompletion rate. It's going to be complete. And it's complete for a first down of 13 yards to the flanker, Tim Johnson. 13 yards, 10, 11, 12, 13, first down. That's beautiful. And Unionville is looking like the better team. On paper, I would say Unionville's better, except for Stillwell here with that +2. Their quarterback's a +2. 17. Pass to the tight end, but the linebacker can change it. He does not. It's a 9-yard pass to the tight end. The tight end's a -3, so 10 plus, it's batted away. It is not. So it's completed for 9 yards. 7, 8, 9. First, no, 4th and 1. That's right, 4th and 1. Wow. So Chuck Swanson's a -3 to that incompletion range. That's a bad number. You don't want that -3. Fortunately, I rolled a 2, so the defense didn't make the play. So it's 4th and 1. We are in field goal range here. And our field goal kicker is 1 to 11, but it's considered long range -2. So 1 to 9, Nathan Olga will make this kick. 1 to 9. And 11, he misses wide right. So if this had been normal or close, he would have made it. So he misses. So Olga misses the field goal. And that counts. That was a field goal try, right? That's it. So they're going to get the ball at the 45. Beautiful. So Coldell dodges a bullet, folks. It's still 7-7 midway through the second quarter. Coldell with a halfback run. Linebacker modifies it down, so it's going to end up being a fullback run dive for 4 yards for Gary Jones, second down. No secondary defensive check on that play. Some plays, there's an automatic secondary check to see if it's batted away or a stop. But the ones that are blank mean that play is guaranteed as long as the defense doesn't shift it out of that. 6 and 1. Uh-oh, 1 could be bad. 6. The fullback runs for 4. DL shifts them down 2. 1-2. It's going to be a pass to 1D6. It's going to be a pass to 6. 6 is the halfback, so he floats it out of the backfield, folks, for 3 yards. So it's completed for 3. 1, 2, 3 on a check down. It's 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. He throws it. He checks away from the run, calls a quick pass out to Dennis Melton, the halfback, for 3. Unfortunately, the defense is still on the spot, and it's 3rd and 1. Beautiful. I love the way the defense will force them to shift into another play. It's very cool. It has a sense that they're either forcing him to pick another target or change the play at the line of scrimmage. So 15, pass to the halfback. Linebacker shifts it. Nope, linebacker cannot shift it for Unionville. Oh wait, no, we're going this way, Unionville. So no shift. So 15, pass to the halfback for 1D6 yards, 5-yard completion, first down. And that again in a second, another pass to Dennis Melton. And again, we're eating up clock here in the second quarter. 7-7, folks. Unionville trying to be the next team to score. 14 is a breakaway touchdown run. Now here's a perfect example of how this rating, depending on who gets the carry, their rating is going to keep this from being tripped up. This is going to be a long touchdown run. So 14 states, 1D6. 1, that is the fullback. So the fullback gets a breakaway touchdown run, but 7 plus on the red die is cut down for only 1D6 yards. Well, guess what? 8. So this would be 1D6. However, because Regan is a +1, it's an 8 or up Oh, he still trips him up. Oh, so he is tripped up, but he got 6. So I was failing to realize that 7 plus 1, 8. Yeah. So anyway, he is tripped up, but he gets 6 yards, 2nd and 4. So Quincy Regan, I mean, he's flirting with a big breakaway. Unbelievable. So far the defense has stopped all of those breakaway runs. Oh, 20 is a touchdown pass. So 20, wide open pass to 1D6. So it's a wide open split end. That's going to be Grant Fellows. However, right? However, Grant Fellows adds 1 to this number, 7. Jerry Hill cannot add to this number, so it's 7. If this is a 7 or above, it's batted away. And last minute move by Carl Wojciechowicz bats the ball away. Can you believe it? It's 3rd. They took a play action bomb and it didn't work. It's 3rd down and 4. So Stillwell would not have completed that either. That was how high I rolled on that, right? The higher I roll on this die on those passes, the better chance it's incompleted. 20. Oh, he's doing it again. Play action, going deep. So again, it's to this time it's to 6. So wide open is the halfback, Quincy Melton, down the sideline for a touchdown. However, 17 batted away. So again, they get guys free, but players, either he's just throwing it over their hands or these guys are breaking up those passes. It's 4th down. They are in field goal range. And again, he already had a 1 to 9 chance. He's going to get another one here. So Nathan Olga with a second chance. Nope, he's going to miss. So that's Olga. I'm going to make a note here. Olga, 0 for 2, first half field goal attempts. Not good. So Olga, this team can be up by at least 3 if he can make those. So Coldell takes over. We are, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to play in the half. Unionville, another solid drive, can't turn points. Coldell, 17, pass to the tight end, linebacker shifts it down, so it's going to end up being a dump down to the fullback, and it's not batted away. 7 yards to Danny Jones out of the backfield, 3 and 4. Dan Jones, the fullback, gets 7 yards. 2nd down and 4. Beautiful play, guys. Beautiful. The Coldell Miners got a great quarterback. 20, that's going to be a touchdown. This is going to be a touchdown bomb, but Stillwell again. 20, wide open to 4. So wide open on this is the tight end. Their tight end is Sean Combs. Sean Combs is a -1 to Stillwell's +2. So +1 added to the incompletion chance. That's 7, right? So 7 and up, it's batted away. 3, touchdown Stillwell. So 2nd quarter, Stillwell with his 2nd touchdown pass. As I said, he's going to end up being the best quarterback in this league. That one was 51 yards. And again, they make an automatic, to Combs, the tight end, down the middle of the field. PAT for these guys is automatic. It is 7-14. Stillwell with 2 touchdowns. And the kick return for this guy is 27. And no fumble and no return for a touchdown. 27. Wow. Awesome. 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 So Unionville back to chasing 7 after a dominating time of possession. Hovering around down here, misses 2 kicks. And they gave Stillwell just enough time and room to throw another touchdown strike. This time to their tight end is Watson. Oh, so that -1 would have been irrelevant. It was irrelevant anyway, but Ben Watson caught that, not Combs. Sean Combs is the flanker on this team. So it's to the tight end, Watson. 14-7, Coldell at home, winning. All right, Unionville, 19 is going to be a pass. DB shifts it down to the flanker for 13, but 19 is batted away. So you can see Jari Hill has been getting targets open, cannot complete the passes. 2nd down and 10. 8 is going to be a run. Linebacker does not adjust it. It's going to be a 7-yard run, and he's not tripped up, so 7 yards. 4, the halfback, Dennis Melton. 3rd down and 3. Unionville needing this 1st down right now. 5 is going to be a quarterback run. 4 yards. No effect to the DL, so a 4-yard run and a 1st down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1st down for the quarterback. And again, they don't have a DL to shift that up or down. So, first down. As Jerry Hill is not completing passes, but he's running the ball well for the quarterback. A little bit of RPO action as he steals these yardage here and there. 18. Uh-oh, this is where Jerry Hill, again, might make a difference, but it looks like it's going to get patted away. DB will move this down one. So it's completed to the tight end for 9, except 16, batted away. So poor Jari Hill, he cannot. Guys are getting open. He can't find the target. I'm starting to feel like Jari Hill is Tim Tebow right now. Second down. And I like Tim Tebow as a person, but he ran well, but boy, his passing was something to be desired, especially at the pro level. Second down and 10. Union, it's going to be 2. Uh-oh, this is a sack. Sack for a loss of 1D6 plus 5 yards. So 6-yard loss made by a blitzing DB. So Carl Wojciechowicz comes blitzing in and hits him for a loss of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our first sack of the day. We've got a minute and a half to play. It's third down and long. Wow, what will Unionville do here? 15. They're going to try to pass. Linebacker's not going to adjust it. It's 1D6-yard pass, 4-yard strike. So he drops, looks, finally just takes the check down to Dennis Melton for 4 yards. That's not enough. Fourth down, but he played it safe. Jari Hill gets completion, plays it safe. He's going to punt it. No block, so 37 yards. He's going to 9, 19, 29, 39, back 2. The return is safe, 9-yard return. And right there, we got to tick that punt. We got 1 play, plus I have room for timeouts. Remember, timeouts just add a tick back to the clock. So Coldell, depending on how this play goes, I may call timeouts, try to get down for a field goal. 6. 6 is going to be a fullback run for 4 yards, -1, so it's going to be a fullback. It's going to be quarterback, so quarterback keeps it, fakes it to the fullback on the RPO, keeps it, and runs for 1. So it's 2nd and 9, and do I call a timeout? No, we're going to go ahead and let that time expire. That's going to end the first half, folks. And it is 14-7. Unionville, Unionville scored in the second. 14-7. Unionville scored early in the second. Had 2 shots at field goals, which would have given them a 13-point lead. It would have given them a 6-point lead. They failed to get either, and then Stillwell burns them again on a bomb to the flankers. So both their split end and their tight end, have caught touchdowns for Stillwell. So the Coldell Miners at John Cooper Memorial Stadium are getting it done for Coach Jonas Grabowski. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. I think my clock may make it. I might be able to finish a complete full sim of Big Country football, folks. So let's do this. Unionville gets the ball to start. They're going to come out 27. No fumble, no return for a touchdown, so we're out to the 27. All right, here we go. It's going to be 5. 5 is DL. DL does not modify this, so it's going to be a quarterback keeper for 1 yard. So again, Jari Hill is one of these quarterbacks that is doing the option, right? You can imagine he's running the triple option, fake to the fullback. He can keep it, pitch it, or throw it, right? Kind of a quadruple option. 2nd 9. It's 11. Halfback runs for 13, but the DB modifies it down. It's going to be an 11-yard run for the fullback, 7 and 4. Quincy Regan, thanks to this Wojciechowicz making Jari Hill hand it off to the fullback. So again, you got to see that this is an adjustment to the quarterback. Quarterback was going to pitch it to the halfback. Last second, saw what the DB did on that, and he just hands it off in the gut of the fullback. He rips up for 11. And that's a first down for Quincy Regan. And already we've had 12 yards in rushes. Here we go. 3's not good. This is going to be a fumble, and the fumble is not lost. Quarterback does not modify it. Oh, they keep it by 5%. 2nd and 10. But Jari Hill fumbles the snap, was able to fall on it. Oh, my God. If Jari had been a -2, that would have been recovered by the defense. 5 is quarterback runs for 1D6. DL doesn't adjust it. He runs for 1. So Jari Hill's now run twice in this half for 2 yards. And he's fumbled a snap that he recovered. Not good. This quarterback, Jari Hill, is killing Unionville. 3rd down and long. They got to pass it. 18, and they do. The DB's going to shift it down to the tight end for 9. However, the defense steps up again and bats it away. Jari Hill's throwing floaters, folks. The defense just taking too long. As those balls float over to the tight end, guys are breaking them up. And the crowd here in Coaldale is roaring as they got a punt again. 37, 10, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. The return is 9. And there it is, folks. We're up to the 32. Coaldale fans are roaring. We took off another one for the punt. And we're already 2.5 minutes into the third quarter in a 7-14 game, hometown Coaldale. Wow. Here we go. Can Coaldale throw another touchdown? 3. Uh-oh. This is going to be a fumble. Offense fumbles the ball. 6. They do not lose it. Second down. So another fumble. They come rushing in as Stillwell stands in the pocket. They hit him. The ball comes loose. And they just fall on it there at the somebody. The center, somebody recovers the ball. No loss of yardage. But that could be seen as Stillwell starting to drop back and the ball comes loose. They just fumble it at the line of scrimmage. 18's a great pass. DB is a +1 up to a touchdown again to 6. This is going to be a touchdown pass to the halfback. No, the defense 11 is going to break it up even with the +2. That would make it an 8 or up to incomplete. And 11 batted away. So at the last second, the DB, Jimmy Williams, reaches a big paw into the air and tips it away. Wow, third down. What a great play. Stillwell thought he had thrown his third TD of the game. 14 is breakaway touchdown run by 1. Breakaway TD run by the fullback. That is Danny Jones, but 18 tripped up. He gets only 1d6. He gets 1 yard. 4th down, and Danny Jones had nothing but daylight, and somebody got a hand on that jersey and drug him to the ground. 4th down, will punt. Punt is 43. Let's see if it's blocked. Ooh, close though. 12, 22, 32, 42, 43. The return comes back 7. No turnover. They're at the 31. So Unionville gained some yardage between the kickoff and the punt. So you could argue on the first 2 possessions, Unionville winning on field position. Again, if you just tuned in, you're watching Big Country Football. This is a 2D20 complete football simulator, full ticks. I'm using 2 of my Big Country fictional teams with fictional players. They're rated, and we're having fun. 19 is a pass. DB Midas down. It's going to be a pass to the flanker, and it's not batted away. 13-yard strike. Jerry Hill finally finds Tim Johnson for 13 yards. Holy cow. It's been a long time coming for Jari Hill to complete a pass. And if Jari Hill can start doing that, these guys have a chance to win this ball game, but he's got to start completing passes. No. 2 is sack. Sack by the DL. Luke Jamison's going to get a sack for a loss of 9 yards. Wow. Down Jari Hill goes. Shoot, Unionville's now looking at 2nd and 19. It's going to be 13. 13 is fullback runs for a loss of 1. Tackled by, Luke Jamison hits the fullback for a loss of 1. So Jamison went back-to-back. A sack for 9. I'll put that down here. Jamison. A sack and a TFL. We've also had 2 TFLs by Burns, the DL over here. Burns, 2 TFLs. Unbelievable. So back-to-back plays. The crowd roars as their star DL, Luke Jamison, gets a sack and then a tackle for loss on Quincy Regan. 3rd down and 20. 4 is going to be just a pass to 3. It's a pass to the tight end. And it looks like it's going to be batted away. Did I say 3? 4? No, linebacker does not adjust it. Yeah, it's going to be batted away because he has no modifier, and the tight end's a horrible modifier, so it's definitely batted away. So this tight end is killing Jerry Hill. 4th down. Dang, they're going to have to punt. Punt of 37 and no block. That's 12, 22, 32, and 37. The return, 9, no fumble. Up to the 39, Coaldale hanging in there. Whoo, 14-7, hometown Coaldale. And I'm telling you, Jari Hill has had some decent runs, but boy, he cannot get any consistent passes off. 10. So this is going to be a plume big run, I think. 10. DB modifies this up. It's going to be a 13-yard run for Plum. No effect on the defensive die. 11, 12, 13. So when Plum hits that roll, folks, that DB costs them 13 every time. So you can imagine that's a pitch to the corner, and because Jimmy Williams is loath to come up and make the tackle, Gary Plum stretches it out and always gets that extra yardage. Imagine Jimmy Williams does not want to tackle on the corner out there against against running backs, and Plum is taking advantage of it. So you can be marking these down as Williams failures, right? I mean, if you wanted to track whether he's having a good form, Williams has given up 13 yards to Gary Plum more than once, so he does not want to tackle this man. 16 states, pass to the fullback. Linebacker moves it down when it's going to be a pass to the halfback for 5 yards, and there is no secondary check. So 5-yard check down to Gary Plum, and it is 2nd and 5. Gary Plum getting the job done, folks. Stillwell looking real. I haven't tracked stats, but Stillwell's got 2 TDs, and he completes passes. 13. Fullback runs for a loss of 1. Tackle by 6. Oh, Williams comes up to lay lumber to the fullback. That's funny, but he won't tackle Gary Plum on the edge there. But that's a nice tackle for a loss for Williams. Williams with a TFL. Unbelievable. After giving up all those 13-yard runs to Gary Plum. He doesn't mind coming in there and tripping him up when he's in the backfield fiddling around. But when these guys are at full speed, Williams wants none of it. 3rd down. We need Stillwell to complete the pass here. No. Stillwell is going to pass. Who he is going to pass. No, linebacker's going to check it down. Fumble up. Recovered by the defense. So again, Stillwell holds in the pocket, steps up. Pow! Hammered. Ball comes loose. Recovered by the defense. That is Stillwell's 2nd fumble. Stillwell's had 2 fumble losses. Holy cow. The ball is not moved from that spot, folks. It's a straight-up fumble. I'm using the Hidden Game of Football's analytics for much of my games. Flash Football, I use the analytics of the Hidden Game of Football to design Flash Football. I've used the analytics for the Hidden Game of Football to create this game as well. Holy cow, folks. Unionville now with a chance. They're a little past midfield. They're down by 7. Can Unionville put together another one of those long running drives that they did last half? 14. It's a pass. Oh, breakaway run to 1. It's going to be a breakaway 1 for Dennis Melton. And 4, he tips that up to 9. It's going to be a breakaway touchdown run. For the first time, nobody tripped up a back on this run. Dennis Melton's going to tear it off to the house. 3rd down, 3rd quarter, Unionville. So Melton finally brips one, 56-yard run. Their PAT is missed on a 20. Nope, it's good. PAT, and folks, it is 14-14, and the running game of Unionville pays off. Again, imagine a triple option. Jari Hill looks over the defense, snap, fakes to the fullback, takes off around the right. When they come up to take him out, he pitches it, and Dennis Melton off to the house on the triple option. Touchdown. Beautiful play for the Unionville Stokers. And folks, it's Melton, 56-yard run has tied this ball game up. The return now out to the 19, no fumble, no return for a touchdown. And this is something that's going to hurt Colville over the course of the season, is that 19 average. This team gets it out to the 27 on average, this one out to the 19. That will add up over the course of the season. It's going to win or lose them a couple of games. All right, did I tick that run? There we go. All right, 3rd quarter, turning into an exciting one as Melton has scored a 56-yard run. All right, Coldell going to work. 18, DB is +1. It's going to be a 15 plus 3, 18-yard pass. Batted away. So the DB, James Williams, makes a break on the wall and bats it away from Oliver Anders. 2nd down. Stillwell couldn't get the touchdown that time. 19 is pretty much going to bat away all passes. All right, here we go. 14-3. It's going to be another great play. A breakaway touchdown run for 2. And a breakaway touchdown run for 2 is the fullback. It's going to be Danny Jones. Danny Jones. And 3, they don't trip him up. Oh, Danny Jones, the fullback. Holy cow, they must be getting tired, folks. Coldell has a giant run of 81 yards. Jones, an 81-yard run. PAT is automatic. Coldell, just like that, they take it back. So Coldell has thrown a 56-yard bomb and another 51-yard bomb and now an 81-yard run for Jones. Oh my gosh. The kickoff out to the 27. No fumble, no return for a touchdown chance. First down. Oh, Unionville worked so hard with a fumble to get that, tie the game up, to have Coldell, bang, scored like that. Coldell's starting to remind me of the 1958 Colts, right? They're just, when they score, they're big plays. They're bombs, they're big runs. It's awesome. And they got a +2 quarterbacks. This team just reminds me of Johnny Unitas and the 58 Colts. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be an interception. No. The number's not high enough. So Jari Hill's a 0, no modifier. He's throwing. Let's see here. The player involved is 1. The player involved is a DB, -1. So we lower that to be intercepted 7. So he has to roll a 7 or higher on the red die to pick it off. It's a 2. Incomplete. Jari Hill dodging bullets here. Unionville, that's all they need is to turn it over. They're already down again by 7. Unionville needs to run. Nope, they're going to put the ball in the air. Linebacker doesn't modify this. 7 yards. Not batted away. There you go. So Jari Hill throws to Quincy Regan, the fullback, picks up 7 yards, 3rd and 3. That's a beautiful play by Jari, taking what the defense gives him, and that's his fullback. 17, another pass. This one is going to be modified by the linebacker. No, it is not. The linebacker does not affect the play. 9. 14, though, it's batted away because Jari Hill has no modifier, and the tight end's a -3, lowering the completion chance. Batted away. So Jari Hill is looking at 4th down, and that's, the tight end has definitely hurt him on some of these tight passes. So you can see how this tight end not helping this team at all. 4th down, we're going to have to punt. It's still a close game. Punt of 37 with no block. 11, 21, 31, and 6. And the return will be 9 unless we get a fumble. Or nope, it's a 9-yard return. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, unbelievable. So Coldell has been, we have a minute and a half left in the third. Coldell up 21-14 in the debut, world debut of Big Country Football, 2D20 football game, full simulator, 21-12. Halfback runs for a loss of 2, tackled by 5. That's going to be the linebacker is Joey Carlisle. That's a big tackle for loss for the best defense, rated defense here, TFL. That's a 2-yard loss for Gary Plum. Finally, somebody trips up Gary Plum, who had a brilliant first half. He's been a little quiet this half. But there we go. That's a 2-yard loss. 19, pass to the split end. DB up 1. It's going to be a touchdown pass if 4 is to the flanker. The flanker is Shane Combs, -1. +2 is +1 to the incompletion. So incompletion, they need a 7+ to bat it away. 11, batted away, 3rd down. So great coverage by the secondary of the Unionville Stokers as they get to that. That would have been another touchdown bomb. 17, again, pass to the linebacker, moves it down 1. It's going to be a pass to the fullback, not batted away. 7 yards, not enough for the first, though. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4th down and about 3, and that ends the quarter. Bang. Wow. And we're coming to the 4th quarter. They're going to have to punt. What a game. 4th quarter underway. We've moved pretty quick, too. Almost blocked. 43, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 1. It's going to be returned 7 unless he can get something special. Nope. 7 up to the 21-yard line. Unionville down by 7. The punt starts the 4th quarter. And here we go. Unionville. Wayne Johnson, Coach Wayne Johansson wants to see this team get going, and they're throwing too much. Pass to the fullback. Linebacker doesn't modify it for 7, but 2 it is. It's caught for the linebacker. For Quincy Regan, 7 yards. So Quincy Regan's been a very good player for these guys today. 2nd and 3. Quincy Regan showing he is going to be a memorable player on the season. 9 says fullback run. Linebacker doesn't modify. 8, not tripped up. 8-yard run for guess who? Quincy Regan, you got it, 7-8. 1st down for the big fullback. So maybe Unionville will use Regan to get down here and tie this ball game up. Wow. Here we go. They stick with a run. They're going to do okay. Yep, another run. Oh, but 26. Fullback runs for 4. Deal doesn't modify the play. It's a 4-yard run for the fullback. So they're milking Quincy Regan. Quincy Regan, I get the feeling he's going to be one of those guys like Jim Brown, he's a fullback. He's going to get a lot of carries. 13. Fullback runs for a loss of 1, tackled by 1. Oh, Luke Jamison with another TFL. That's 2 TFLs, and guess what? Regan is hit for a loss of 1. There we go. They keyed him that time. 3rd down and long, and it's 19. It is a pass. The DB is -1. It's going to be a pass to the flanker for 13, but 19 is batted away. So again, Jari Hill cannot find these open secondary targets. That first target was the split end. The DB forced him to go over to the flanker. By the time he went to the flanker, he was covered, couldn't complete it. So Jari Hill is he's like a step off on all of his reads. 4th down, they will punt. 37 yards, 11, 21, 31, and 6. The return is 9 yards, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, folks. And Coldell sitting pretty. That's 1, 2, 3.5 minutes gone in the 4th quarter. We got 11.5 minutes to play. Coldell at home, and they're up by 7. Coldell with the ball. It's going to be a touchdown, potentially touchdown pass to 5. He looks, he finds a wide open tight end. The tight end is Ben Watson, who's already caught a 51-yard bomb today, but 15 bats it away as they can't complete it. So Ben Watson was open, and the ball was overthrown, batted away something. Stillwell trying to get a 3rd TD pass today. 13. 13 is fullback runs for a loss of 1, tackled by, Burns with his 3rd tackle for a loss today. And a loss of 1. Man, we cannot get out of the way. 3rd down. Boy, it's getting really tight. Defense is getting tight. These teams are now playing really close to the vest. Fullback runs for 11. DB modifies it down. That's an 8-yard run. No, excuse me. DB modifies that up to Plum for 13. There it is again, folks. He runs to the corner, and Williams doesn't want a piece of him, and he just steps through the tackle, runs until he steps out, pursued out by the linebacker. 1st down. Gary Plum averaging basically 13 yards on those. Here we go. It's 7 and 17. This is going to be a run. Linebacker's going to move it down. It's a 4-yard run for the fullback. That's Danny Jones, gets 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Good job, Danny. And they're eating clock too, folks. Eating clock. It's going to be 2. 2 is a quarterback sack for a loss of 7, and the sack is by 12. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong number. It's a loss of 2, and the big hit by the DL Burns with his 4th tackle for loss. So this DL is unstoppable up front, and that's a 2-yard loss for Plum. 3rd down. Man, Plum got chewed up on that. It is 3rd down and long. We're going to need at least 8. It's going to be 3. 3 is offense fumbles the ball. Plus 2. That's 13. The defense recovers it on the button. Oh, my God. Stillwell loses a 3rd fumble. Folks, you got to be kidding me. That's just bananas. Stillwell with another fumble. Holy cow. So that's killer. That's killer. Now, technically, those don't all have to be on Stillwell. It just says just says offense fumbles the ball. Does not have to be Stillwell, folks. So when you think, that's unrealistic, well, you want to know how many fumbles are lost in NFL history that belong to one man, the quarterback. The quarterback fumbles 2/3 more balls than do all other players combined. So that's why I'm giving it to Stillwell, because they do, whether it's a hit and a fumble or whether they are credited with it on a bad pitch or a handoff. Remember, if a quarterback hands off the ball and it's a bad exchange, they count that against the quarterback. It's his job to get a good exchange. So it is literally, quarterbacks are credited with 2/3 more fumbles than all other positions combined. So there you have it. That's why again, I'm using the hidden game of football's analytical data to make sense of my abstract football game. So take it or leave it. You don't like it, that's fine. But it is the actual year of 50 years of NFL data. All right, here we go. We have got Unionville now with a chance. It's 4th quarter. It's 21-14 hometown Coldell. They just fumbled the ball away for the 3rd time, and they have got to make a run for this now. And it's going to be 20. It's going to be a touchdown pass maybe to 4. he's looking for the flanker. The flanker is Tim Johnson, no modifier. He has caught 2 balls today. 8 is going to be enough. 0-0. And 6+ is incomplete. So again, last second, the defense bats the ball away. Second down. Stillwell with a +2. Yeah, with a -1, Sean Combs, it would have been batted away. Shane Combs, excuse me, not Sean Combs. Shane Combs. No relation to that other guy. Fumble. Yeah, and then incomplete. So it's now second down. Yep. Dang, I thought Unionville had a bomb there for a minute. It's going to be 8. Now that's a good call for this team, a running team. 7 yards, no 20. It's going to be a 7-yard run. And that's what they need to do for the halfback right there. 3rd down and 3. They've got to keep running. They'll be okay. 7. Sure enough, they're going to run again for 4 and a first down. No secondary check on the defensive dive. First down. That's what I call efficient football. Unionville, Wayne Johansson, this team believes in running and defense, and they're going to have to tie this game doing just that. It's going to be 3. 3 is a fumble and not lost. So thank God it's not lost. Second down. The fumble again is considered to have occurred in the backfield. We don't sweat yardage on fumbles. Second down, 17. They're going to put the ball in the air. Not wise. Linebacker doesn't modify this. 9. And it is batted away again. Thanks to the quality of this tight end, ball's batted away. So this tight end cannot get open. He's a -3. He stinks. The quarterback can't make up for any of it. So Chuck Swanson is the worst tight end in the league, I believe. I don't think anybody's rated as bad as Chuck. 3rd down. They need this play bad. 14. 1d6 breakaway run by 3. It's going to be a breakaway touchdown run chance for the quarterback. Jari Hill fakes the handoff to the fullback, takes off around the end on the triple option, fakes the pitch, cuts inside, takes off. But 11 tripped up for a gain of 6. Not enough. 4th down. But he breaks into the open field. So basically this game is designed, it's going to look like a triple option. So this is good for like high school or a pro league that doesn't sweat quarterback running the ball, like RPO, or college. The yardage is going to be pro yardage, not college yardage. But the concepts are going to look like a triple option offense at times, depending on what you roll. And depending on whether these defenses, so these players are not good enough to adjust that up or down. So again, against this team, those would not be quarterback runs. If that makes sense. Okay. Oh man, it's 4th down. They really don't have a choice. They're down by 7. We are getting to the midway point of the 4th. They're going to go ahead. We could kick it because then if we score, he's already missed 2. This is another 9-11 chance. It just puts him down by 4. No, we're going for it. And 4 is good. It's a good, but it's the wrong one. Pass to 6. It's going to be a pass to the halfback. So he's looking for Dennis Melton out of the backfield. 3. It's not incomplete. So Dennis Melton is going to catch this for a first down yardage. So he literally catches it in the flat, rumbles for 4 yards, lowers his head, fights through, gets the first down. The crowd here in Coaldale booing the refs. They don't like the measurement. So Melton, Jari Hill drops, flips it out into the flat. Melton gets exactly what they need. Beautiful, beautiful play. And again, if this is a minus linebacker or a plus linebacker, we would have moved out of that spot. But this backer doesn't affect, this Sammy Coleman doesn't really help this team. At least that way. 2. 2 is quarterback sacked for a loss of 8. 2 is 11 is credited with it. That is going to be DL. So guess what? Jameson gets his 2nd sack. He's had 2 tackles for loss, and it's a loss of 8 yards. Oh, that really kills Unionville. Coach, Jari Hill's got to learn to throw that ball away. Here we go. 6. 6 is fullback runs for 4. DL does not modify it, so it's a 40-yard run. They're going to let him have that. I could just see him saying, go ahead, run that draw all you want. 3rd down and long, but they got some of that back. And 7. Halfback runs for 4. Linebacker doesn't modify the play. 4 more yards. They're letting them have those little draw plays up the gut. They don't care. 4th down. You can see narratively what that looks like. 2 back-to-back runs. The defense is fine. We'll tackle you once you get the ball. They're not giving up the draw. They're not giving up the big pitch outside. They're not giving up the pass downfield. Jari Hill can't beat him on the triple option. It's 4th down again. We're going for it. Again, we didn't kick a field goal before. Why would we kick it now? It's going to be 2. 2 is quarterback sack. So Jari Hill trying to throw desperately, loses 10, and the sack is by guess who? Yep, DL. 3rd sack for Jamison. Beautiful day for both DLs. Both DLs have had dominating days, dominating the front of this. Sean Burns and Luke Jamison. That one is a sack for a loss of 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. That is a TOD. Heartbreaking. The Coaldale fans here roar as their defense comes off the field having dominated when they needed to here late in the 4th. That was a game-tying drive on the potential, and this defense made 2 back-to-back huge plays, 2 sacks by Jamison on that drive. Here we go. Jamison starting to look like Reggie White. Here we go. Can they do something? 7. It's going to be a halfback run for... No. Fullback run for 4. No other check. So now this team doesn't mind taking those 4-yard runs because they're going to eat clock. Those 4-yard runs for them on that 3rd and long don't help. 6, going to be another brilliant run. DL moves it down 1. It's a quarterback run for 1d6 yards. Quarterback run for 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So Stillwell keeps it on a rollout and rumbles for 3. Takes what he's given. It's 3rd and 3. And Stillwell now going to the air. The DB moves it up 1. It's a chance for a touchdown pass to 3. 3 is the flanker. The flanker modifies -1, so +1 to the incompletion chance. So they need a 7 and up to bat it away. Not 16, bat it away. 4th down. So the coverage is good. Unionville's defense doesn't break. And the punt is 43, no block. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 3. The return is 7 yards. This is it, folks. This is Unionville's last chance. Well, we've got 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5 minutes and 3 timeouts. So really we got 4 minutes to play here, folks, counting the timeouts. All right, Unionville needs 7 and a PAT to tie it. It's going to be 1. It's going to be intercepted. 8. 8, and their quarterback does not. Oh, my God. Intercepted by 5. That's DB. DB is -1, so down 7. 8. Picked off, game over. Jari Hill throws a pick. Intercepted by Wojciechowicz. Wojciechowicz picks it off. Their interception returned from line of scrimmage. Again, using the concepts that are outlined in the Hidden Game of Football book. 17-yard return for this defense from line of scrimmage. 9 and 8 puts them at the 2. 1st and goal at the 2. The Coaldale fans roar as that pick was almost a pick 6 by Carl Wojciechowicz as Jari Hill, trying to make something happen, throws a pick. And folks, it's 1st and goal at the 2. Let's see if they can punch it in. 4. Pass for a 1st down. 5 is going to be a pass to the fullback, Daniel Jones. 14 bats it away. Yep, they're going to bat it away. 2nd down. No pass for a touchdown. 2nd down. Just punch it in, guys. 7. 7 is 7 is moved down to 6 thanks to the defense. Fullback runs for 4. Touchdown. 2 yards for the fullback. Coaldale scores. Jones scores 2 touchdowns in the 2nd half. An 81-yard run. And then an auto PAT, and now a 4-yard run. It is 14-28. Coaldale. The hometown fans roar as Coaldale has secured this victory in the first game ever of the Big Country Football League. 9. No fumble on this return. No return for a touchdown. 27. There's not much we can do but roll dice. Remember, you can't call any plays, so we roll and we just see what happens. It's going to be 11. 11 is halfback runs. The DB modifies it up. Halfback runs for a 2-yard loss. Hammered by the DB. Guess what? So our DB, Wojciechowicz, now has a hit for loss. Tackle for loss. He loses 2. 1, 2. 2nd down. This is it. Last play of the game. They're not going to call timeouts. No reason to. 13. Fullback runs for a loss of 1. No modifier. Tackle by loss. Guess who? Linebacker. Coleman finally makes a play, and The linebacker that's done nothing all day gets a tackle for loss, and the gun sounds as time expires in the first ever Big Country professional football game between the Unionville Stokers of the Big Country world, of my Big Country universe, and the Coaldale Miners at John Cooper Memorial Stadium. Unbelievable. First quarter, Stillwell throws a 58 bomb to Anders, 7-0. Second quarter, Unionville, Regan gets a 10-yard run, makes it 7-7. Stillwell answers again at the end of the second, or top of the second, 51-yard pass to Watson, the tight end, 14-7. Third quarter, Unionville, finally Melton rips off a huge run, 56 yards, it's 14-14, and we got a ball game. Third quarter, Jones, though, answers almost immediately with an 81-yard run of his own, showing that this fullback is about speed. It's 21-14, and then a series of turnovers and bad plays. Hill can't complete passes. He's sacked. He's hit for a loss. He throws a pick that's almost returned for a touchdown, and Jones plunges it in from the 4 to wrap it up. It's 28-14. It is 6/18. What's today? The 17th, 18th, 24. That is Big Country Football's debut, folks. Scorecards, you just tick off the circles. Overtime here, this represents the total number of timeouts that could occur in the second or third or fourth quarter if you're using timeouts. The third quarter saw both teams score 7, and the fourth quarter only saw Coaldale score 7. And folks, this final ends up being 14-28. Coaldale, I would not have, if you would have said to me, even with Stillwell's +2, when I saw that -2, -1, I really thought Coaldale was not going to be able to win this ball game. But then I forget, Jari Hill and that tight end, man, that's a mess. Every time you roll those numbers that hit that tight end number, it's a beast. There you have it. So we had some big plays in this game. Pretty solid. Thank you for watching. Good day.